Welcome to the Open Interfaith Health Science Center Zoom Sanctuary Inspirational Gathering. Short video of introduction. Next is on the 26th of October, noon Winnipeg time. Meditation is the key for opening the doors of mystery. In that state, man abstracts himself. In that state, man withdraws himself from all outside objects. In that subjective mood, he is immersed in the ocean of spiritual life and can unfold the secrets of things in themselves. The Confluence of Holy Souls, Islam, The Journey of the Soul by Sheikh Shuhab Hassan continues. In my short and humble contribution to the subject of the soul, I have endeavored to rely on authentic sources alone. Due to the nature of this topic, I seek Allah's forgiveness for any deviation from the truth on my part. And I pray to the Almighty to accept this meager effort, and may Allah shower His blessings upon our Prophet Muhammad and his progeny. 4 worlds. They ask you, O Muhammad, concerning the room, soul, say, it is one of the things the knowledge of which is only with my Lord, and of knowledge you, mankind, have been given very little. That's from the 17th Surah, verse 85 of the Quran. All are welcome in our spiritual gatherings. We're all equal here. Everyone is free to suggest any changes that will make this a more fruitful gathering, or to take over arranging all or part of any session. In each gathering, there is a moment to get to know each other. What are we here praying for, each of us? What is in our hearts? What song, prayer, inspirational quote have you brought to share? In the Lakota culture, the teepee, and often called a lodge in older English writings, is a tent traditionally made of animal skins upon wooden poles. Modern teepees usually have a canvas covering. A teepee is distinguished from other tents by the smoke flaps at the top of the structure. Historically, the teepee has been used by the indigenous peoples of the plains of North America. They are still in use in many of these communities, though now primarily for ceremonial purposes rather than daily living. Everything that they did had a purpose. Everything was in place. Everything was perfect. Creator will be honored, they said. Creator will listen and sit with us inside at our fires. Emerging from the teepee in the morning is thus to be born again, a new sacred day. When I exit my home, I love to be able to go out with that attitude. In the gathering, we'll discuss and read more about the spiritual nature of the teepee, honoring all the children that did not come home. Verily, with exceeding joy, with heart and soul, do these oppressed of thine offer themselves up for all mankind in every land. Thou seest them, O my Lord, weeping over the tears thy people shed, mourning the grief of thy children, condoling with humankind, suffering because of the calamities that have beset all the denizens of the earth. The dialogue about murdered and missing Aboriginal women is important if we are to build a community we all feel we belong in. It is a hard discussion and a difficult one, even traumatic to hear. Our Aboriginal sisters have had to go through this trauma. We can learn how they deal with being traumatized and can draw on their strength. It's too much to bear. You can mute everything for the duration of the next slide. This process has changed me forever. For 2 years, we went to the darkest places where the pain and hurt still lives. The National Inquiry has uncovered failure after failure in protecting the lives and rights of Indigenous women, girls, and two-spirit gay, lesbian, trans people. It is a system that, at its core, aims to destroy and pull families apart. Our reality is that we are watching the slow, painful destruction of Indigenous peoples. Canada has built a system of rules and laws stemming from greed, racism, and hate. This system continues to devour our families today. Canadians cannot deny the fact, as ugly as they may seem, this is genocide. It's from Barb Manitowabi in the final report. Racism is the most challenging issue confronting America and Canada, a nation whose ancestry includes every people on earth, whose motto is E pluribus unum, out of many one, whose ideals of freedom under law have inspired millions throughout the world, cannot continue to harbor prejudice against any racial or ethnic group without betraying itself. May we indeed become mirrors reflecting the heavenly realities, and may we become so pure as to reflect the stars of heaven. Do Black Lives Matter? Most certainly, for they are the pupil of the eye of humanity. Make a list of your friends and invite them to this devotional or a devotional you begin. It is a gift from you to them. The devotional you begin can be as simple as phoning a friend and sharing a prayer with them. They may be sick and need a healing prayer, struggling and need to share "Is there any remover of difficulties?" prayer. It is a gift from you to them. It could begin with, "Before we hang up, would you like to share a prayer? I'm feeling." I hope you have a good week. I hope you can join us on Tuesday. And I hope you take care of yourself.